What's up guys, Steve here again from RC Tanks and Trucks 24/7. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. There's heaps of cool stuff just like this. And now we have another Rock Hobby 1/18 scale crawler. These things are smashing the market. They are awesome, really popular, and that's for good reason. They are hard bodied, they got lights, awesome designs, and they perform really well. Good thing about them, they're fantastic inside, especially when it's a rainy day or something like that. We just want to cause a ruckus inside. But let's have a look at this one. This one looks sick. It's 6-wheel drive. Check out this bad boy. Now if you're interested, links are down below like always, but check out that. Doesn't that look nice? So it's called the Cheyenne, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Cheyenne 6x6. Now before we open it up, let's have a look. So it's injected, hard bodied. Now these are awesome, like the Mogrich as well. Links for that as well. They're all hard bodied. You can see here, up there as well, the Hilux and the Jeep Willys there. But check out this. So this is 6-wheel, 6x6, all-wheel drive, functioning hood, multi-functional light system, scale interior, Rhino bumper kit. So awesome. High traction MT tyre, 1-inch internal beadlock design. It's got a realistic pin and ring gear axle, high torque transmission, 2x4 gigahertz obviously, high torque, oversized 55 turn brushed motor, 7.4 volt, 2S LiPo battery. So you know they're good because it gives you about 30 minutes of runtime. It does include a charger as well. Metal girder frame rails, so you know, metal frame rails, tuned coil shocks. And now I always go on about this, but I love the packaging on Rock Hobby. It's this nice foam case, keeps everything well protected. We have a nice instruction manual here. It's in multi-languages, so it's not that thick, but it's got everything you need to get going. And also another little pamphlet in here explaining how to put on the little Rhino bumper. But that is that. Let's have a look at the car itself. Now, I always get excited about these, and they're so popular, the 1/18 scale range. First up, we have a 2x4 Gigahertz controller. It's got your steering trim, throttle trim, and it's got its multifunctional. You can change all these settings with these different A and B modes, like the steering angle. It's got 3 settings for that, the lights and all that kind of cool stuff. Nice foam wheel there, so really comfortable. It's got these little 2 LEDs at the front that light up when you turn it on. Alright, here is our bumper, kind of rack system here for the back there, as you can see. So it's got to put all that on with screws that are so small, so make sure you don't lose them. And also with all Rock Hobby kits, you get a 4-way wrench and a charger to get you going. Look at that. Nice. So it's like a gunmetal grey. So it's not black, it's not grey, it's kind of in between, but beautiful. Check out that. So let me get rid of all this foam and stuff off the bench, and we'll have a close look at the car itself. Alright, let's have a look at the car. Typical Rock Hobby, hard bodied as you can see. Really nice design. They smash the detail, and don't forget this is 1/18 scale. There are some 1/10, 1/8 that don't even look this good, I can tell you that much. Flip it underneath, quick look at the metal chassis rails there, just like the real thing. And very packed down here, that's for sure. Now, because it's 6-wheel drive, 1, 2, 3 axles, and they're all being powered by this small little 55 turn motor in there with the transfer case underneath this chassis plate. As you can see, you got 4 links, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 for each of them. So it's really compact and a lot going on, but they've done a great job fitting everything in there. So from that transfer case, you have one drive shaft, and it is telescopic as you can see, and then feeds off to another one here, and then from that axle on to the rear axle. So a lot of drives going on as you can see. Tuned coil shocks, not oil filled, just bear that in mind, but everything looks well, performs really well. Now at the front here as well, you have a panhard bar just behind the steering linkage, just in there. All these linkages are plastic, but they're good because they have a bit of flex. They're not going to break on you. Ball bearings throughout, as you can see right there. Metal drive shafts, metal gears internally in there. So everything is really beefed up. I've never had one of these break at all. It does have a full interior. There you go. Full seats at the front and all seats at the back as well. Just really nice detail on the body with everything kind of plastic or rubber, and they're separately applied as you can see. The window wipers here, the snorkel, and I also attached that bumper. It seems to have room maybe for LEDs because that's clear, but there we go, nicely attached. Got that angry eyes type of look. I didn't put on the rear little, I guess, roll bar. You could if you want, but I just left it. Didn't want to, if I roll it, don't want it to break. Wheels and tyres, not foam filled, so just bear that in mind, but you know, for the size it looks cool. Definitely looks great. Plastic grille, and if you open it up, there is your 380 milliamp hour 2S LiPo battery. All your electronics are in there, 2-in-1 ESC and receiver. There's a little switch there, or it's a push button to turn it on or off. And you know, just make sure those wires are down. Hook down the hood, and there it is. Now, I've turned it on. Nice low speed control. Now, a good thing with these controls, like I said, there's these certain functions that you have in them. You got these A and B mode, and you got to change certain things. Now, for example, you can see the car steering. If you push this angle button, you'll see the steering or the wheels just change. There are 3 settings. So I want it on the full lock system, which it is. Now in this mode as well, you can change the lights. It's like this. So there's 3 settings: off, low beam and high beam. And when you're going, nothing there. Put on the brakes, it does have blinkers as well. No blinkers at the front, but they do at the back. Now when you flick this switch into A mode, that's when you can change the steering or throttle trim. And when you hear that loud beep, that means it's centered. Now if you flick this back to B mode, there are these little, see here it says C4 train and climbing. If you click that, for example, if you click the climbing, so you hear it go flat out, click the climbing, it reduces the speed. And if you click the training mode, which is the left one here, it's even slower. See how slow that is? Undo it, it goes back to flat out. Sorry, that's flat out. Click it again, and that is in climbing mode, so it's kind of a little bit slower. Now let's check that all the diffs are locked. Locked, locked, and locked. Perfect for a crawler, so that should have plenty of traction. But enough talking, let's take it out for a quick test outside and see how it performs. Well, I got it in the garden here. I notice the suspension works awesome. Check out that. Even though it's just coil tuned springs, it looks great, works really well. Blinkers going on. You know, you've got to think where you're running these as well. It's got to be kind of scale. You're not going to run over massive boulders and stuff like that, but it looks great. I love the 6-wheel drive. There's going to be no problem with traction, I believe, in this guy. How cool does that look? Just moved it down a little bit. Let's just go over this kind of pretty big hump for this little car. And like I said, I love the suspension. That bumper got hooked up a little bit there, but if you put on a little bit of an angle, there we go. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Like I said, a lot of big guys that use, guys that use the larger cars are loving these type of crawlers. Look at that. That rear suspension work. No problems at all getting over these. And yeah, these guys they're not speed demons. You know, people say in my videos, oh, it's not fast. Well, if you think they're supposed to be fast, I think you're watching the wrong type of video. How cool does it look? Let's see if we can get up this by like I said, kind of be scale type of driving conditions as well. You know, this hill will be like a metre high. Oh, there we go. And a guy there, I reckon. But let's just keep going. There we go. Oh. Yeah, definitely great traction with 6-wheel drive, that's for sure. And that little 55 turn motor is having no problems punching it around, and that's why it's, I guess it's good. It's got those settings for climbing as well, so you know, you can change it if you want. But first impressions, like always, these things perform fantastic. No issues with Rock Hobby. I love it. But if you're interested, guys, links down below. Go check it out. If you like the video, give it a good old thumbs up. And like always, you know, subscribe if you haven't and check out the merch. Cheers, guys.